Welcome everyone to the Side Draft Podcast, and welcome to another edition of Side Draft Fast Picks. We're going to see if we can correctly predict the winners of Talladega, and in terms of super speedway races, we've never been able to predict a winner. That's in Xfinity, trucks, and Cup. And we've already had like 3 so far this season, or this will be the 4th one. So that's kind of bad.
Yeah, it's very, anybody can really win at Talladega. You gotta get the right push and be in the right place at the right time at the end. So it's really hard to predict who's going to win these restricted places.
Yeah, so before we go into crunching the numbers of Talladega, we got to review how we did at Dover. We did decently, didn't get a win, but Emily, I'd say you had the worst run in the Xfinity Series. Christopher Bell kind of tapped the wall just a little bit, and then that kind of ruined his day.
He hates us picking him, and he wants us to pick him when we don't pick him, but I don't understand how he feels.
Yeah, the monster, Miles the Monster, he has some magical powers. Just barely touched Christopher Bell's car and it just shut off. So.
Christopher Bell, if you're watching this, please tell us when you want us to pick you.
Yeah, in terms of every time I've picked Christopher Bell, I picked him 7 times this season. He's won 7 times, but the problem is I only predicted 2 of those. So, yeah.
And you had Noah Gragson.
I had Noah Gragson. I believe he had a pit road penalty or something.
He didn't have a penalty, but the gun messed up and he had to come back down. So,
yes.
I've had a solid day.
But he did come back 7th, so good day. Good day.
Yeah, and going to a track soon for him at Kansas. He's probably his best track.
Probably so.
And you had Allgaier.
I had Justin Allgaier, and every time I pick Justin Allgaier, he finishes 2nd. So I'm 2 for 2 in terms of every time I pick Allgaier. So if you ever want Allgaier to finish 2nd, let me know. Yeah, because I picked him to win Indianapolis. Came just short of Kyle Busch. Had probably the best car at Dover besides maybe Chase Briscoe. But 2nd place is where he finished. And of course Cole Custer got the win. Every time I want to have some cold custard, he doesn't win. But every time I'm hoping for someone else, he shows them up.
Yeah, I kind of thought about picking him, but I didn't. But I should have. So that's the story of my
That's
life.
always the one that wins for some reason.
That's the story of my life.
Now let's go to the Cup.
So we go to the Cup Series.
I had Blaney, which he knew I picked him, so he just threw his brakes out of the car, and he was like, "Oh, I'm done."
Yeah, like I said, Miles the Monster has some magical powers. Instead of anybody hitting the wall, he was just,
Using the force.
Yeah, he took.
He used some force.
Yeah, the monster took Blaney's brakes, and so Blaney had to go catch the brakes.
The force is not with this one in this race.
Yeah, he took Joey's axle out and his drive shaft,
and he blew up. The monster blew up Chase's car. So
yeah, he's had some magical powers over the weekend.
And you had Brad.
Yeah, Brad, he was there.
He participated.
Yeah, I mean, they just didn't really get a whole lot going. But he finished a little better than Blaney and Joey did.
Yeah,
and Chase.
Chase Elliott was another one. We didn't pick Chase, but Chase just wasn't in the race at all. I mean, he was a little bit, and then engine failure. I guess that's something to do with impound. Couldn't really look over the cars and see if they were okay.
He was sad that I couldn't pick him, so.
Because normally, they'd say, hey, the engine was a little different. We got to change the engine. But they couldn't really touch them during the impound. So that's pretty much why we saw those part failures.
Yep.
And you had Truex.
I had Martin Truex Jr. And guess where he finished?
Second.
So I've only been able to predict a Cup race once, and that was Kyle Busch's last win. So it could be argued, that I was the one that ruined Kyle Busch's win streak, because as soon as he got that one win with me, he never won again the rest of the season.
Wait, I don't know if I hear people cheering
The debates down below if I should pick him even more, because it seems like my luck has rubbed off on Kyle Busch.
Yeah, Kyle Busch hadn't had a whole lot of luck here lately. Just all kinds of issues, and maybe he'll get those kind of worked out before the end of the playoffs.
But here's another statistic. Emily has predicted every other driver correctly. So whatever driver she goes with Talladega could possibly be the winner. I think so far in the standings, I have 4 truck wins, 5 Xfinity, and 1 Cup. So still overall I have the most wins, but I just want to get that Cup record a little up.
I'm good at Cup. I'm not good at truck or Xfinity, so
I think
I'm the opposite of both of you.
I think we're tied in trucks with me and Steve here. So I think it's just the Xfinity one. He's a little. I think he only has 3 wins and then 2 Cup wins. So I'm the only one that doesn't have 2 Cup wins. So I gotta work on that a little bit. So that's some statistics.
Yeah, keep working on that second place finishes.
Yeah, that's my statistics. I've got this Excel sheet going on, and so far I only got like 6% correct overall. So yeah, we gotta work on that. But the place definitely not to work on that is Talladega. That's one of those where the odds are pretty much never in anyone's favor. Everyone's going in there thinking, we gotta survive at least until after stage 2.
Yeah, it's not all you got to run a good race. You just got to stay out of trouble.
Yeah, and so you got to go up there and win the stage, but also stay out of trouble, and that's where they go 3 wide, 4 wide, heck, even sometimes 5 wide. So there's no good strategy at Talladega, because we saw at Daytona, similar racetrack, Justin Haley won, because of rain, and that's something no one could guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't have predicted that.
With the team that just started, they were, I don't know where they were running, probably top 30 somewhere in there, and they go out and win a race. I mean, that's crazy. So we could see something like that at Talladega. They got a chance of showers throughout the weekend, so could see somebody gamble and win.
Yeah, who can win? Now, come on, Corey, you got to win. We're trying to win that Mustang now.
Okay, let's go to Talladega.
Alright, so the Truck Series is back. We don't have to talk about the Xfinity Series this week. We get to have an off week, and we get to see the trucks again. It's been so long. The last time we saw them, we had that video. It did pretty well. It got like 200 and some views, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see if they'll do that again.
Yeah, possibly. We really missed the trucks. I mean, we just enjoy watching the trucks, and we just like the competition and how they drive, and it's just really fun to watch. Yeah,
and we're going to see them see who can punch their ticket into Homestead, because this is their final round in the playoffs. Well, until the finale, but this is like the final chance to get to Homestead. So only 6 playoff contenders. We could see somebody like Tyler Ankrum get the win and have a shot at the championship.
Yeah, that'd be pretty neat for that team.
All right, so we'll start with you.
All right, I want to go with one that has some experience, and I'm going with Johnny Sauter. So he'll get victory lane again.
Yeah, Johnny got out of the playoffs due to that weird engine issue.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. All of them engines just blowing up like that. So I believe he backed up and coming out here strong and try to get a win.
I'm going to pick West Chastain. I think he's going to smash a watermelon in victory lane. So
Watermelons at Dega.
Yeah. And our pumpkin right here is saying, at least it's not a pumpkin.
Don't smash me! Okay, here you pick.
Well, to expand on Ross Chastain, I think for him, it's going to be a 50-50% chance Chastain's either going to go there and be aggressive and that'll pay off, or he's going to be aggressive and he'll be at the back of a truck going to the garage. So
Please don't be like Bell and Blaney. Blaney, you're a good driver. It's just your brakes didn't like you.
Yeah, I believe Ross Chastain's probably got a good chance to make it all the way to Homestead.
yeah, he just got to survive Talladega, and even if he don't, he's got Martinsville coming up, and it's pretty good there. So I think that's the one he's going to punch his ticket to. So we'll save Chastain and let you have him this week. Normally that's a bad idea for me, because normally they did the opposite of what I think they're going to do. My pick is Grant Enfinger. After he's another one of those that got screwed out of the playoffs because his engine, pretty much was unscrewed.
Yeah. I still say it's sabotage.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of odd because like every Thor Sport truck had issues besides that one. I think Crafton had some issues as well, and he managed to survive in the playoffs, but just barely. That just because everyone else had issues. So yeah, we're going to get to see the trucks back out there. We got Jordan Anderson. He's got a new paint scheme. It's cool to see the trucks back. I've been looking forward to seeing them again. And then we'll have another off week next week.
Yeah, I wouldn't count out Jordan Anderson. I mean, he's had a top 10 earlier in the year, and I think he might get another.
And why didn't you pick him?
Well, I wanted to see him have some good luck, so I didn't want to.
Yeah, with our bad luck,
I didn't want to rain on his
I don't
parade.
have bad luck for Cup.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say bad luck. I just.
All right, so yeah, that was our truck picks. I think some solid picks. Only one playoff driver between the three of us.
And that's me.
So now the Cup Series, the one that's probably the most difficult to predict. So we'll start with Steve down there.
I believe. Well, I want to go way out there this time. It'll be a kind of a bold pick, but he runs good at speedways, and he's been running strong this year. And I'm gonna pick Matt DiBenedetto.
Got the pizza car this week.
Yeah, he come close to winning the race this year, and he's got momentum on the side, and he's got a new ride coming up next year, and so we'll see what he can do.
And for me, I'm going to pick Kyle Busch. Maybe he'll do good luck for me.
So all right. So she's picking Kyle Busch. So every other winner, so he might have a chance.
Yeah. So Kyle Busch has been on that losing streak lately. The one I started.
Kyle-
Emily.
So
Kyle Busch, if you do win,
Can Emily end what I started?
Yeah, because she
I
bring back
might
the
be
good
good
luck
luck.
for Kyle Busch. So.
if you want to send me a piece of your car or something.
Diecast or anything.
Yeah.
And as for me, I'm going with the 22 of Joey Logano, probably the second best restrictor plate racer or super speedway racer because they don't have restrictor plates anymore. The best tapered spacer racer there is.
That's harder. Just reprogram your mind saying anymore.
Ever since I started watching NASCAR, it's always been restrictor plates, and now I gotta take that out of my vocabulary.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they had the lucky dog. Everybody still says it's the lucky dog, but
Yeah, well, they still say green, white, checkered.
Yeah.
They still call Ryan Blaney Ryan Newman. So
yeah, just we need to have one thing just sit and.
so many people drive the 12 and the 6. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they switch drivers and don't even get out of the race.
Yeah, I think Joey right now he got put behind the 8 ball, behind Dover, really behind the wall before the race even started. So I think Talladega is a perfect place for him to go to and perform. I know it's not 100% guaranteed that you'll even finish the race, but I think with that extra chip on his shoulder, he's going to go out there and win a battle.
Yeah, because with I mean, he ain't too far behind. But he's like dead even with the cutoff position. So he just got there to run a good race, and you never can count out Joey.
Yeah, and I think the only person that is sleeping well is Kyle Larson, as even Truex, who is the highest on points. I think if he has a problem in stage one, it's going to pretty much put him underneath the playoff cutoff. So no one's safe besides the 42 of Kyle Larson.
Yeah, he's just enjoying his McDonald's food.
He's going to drive around the track, have his McDonald's tea in one hand, drinking it. Uh-oh, there's a wreck. I think I might get in this one just because I can.
Yeah, because last time he was at Talladega, he was kind of doing barrel rolls and stuff.
Yeah, he was in the Clover car in Talladega, and he went over, and now he's in the Clover car, and he won in Dover. So go to tracks where you can rhyme, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in that paint scheme next week or this week, so we'll have to see.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our picks for Talladega. Will we be right? Probably not. Or will we be wrong?
Will I give Kyle Busch good luck that Adam started and the bad luck?
So if Kyle Busch wins, he's going to get on the TV and says, "Thank you, Emily."
Yeah.
I doubt he'll
And then he's gonna send me a piece of the car.
Thank you,
car.
Emily. F you, Adam. No one will know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our picks for the week. Stay tuned for our race reviews coming up, and enjoy Talladega. It's gonna
be. And Will Lost Chastain smash a watermelon for me.
Yeah, we'll see if you get your first truck win. So stay tuned throughout the weekend. Subscribe for more. We'll see you then.